Duchess Kate showed true colors when she became Harry and William's peacemaker. The Duchess of Cambridge is everything Meghan Markle is not. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel. The Duchess of Cambridge has taken her time to learn the ropes of being a royal, but she has come into her own since the departure of Harry and Meghan Markle, says a royal expert. The Duchess of Cambridge's biographer, Claudia Joseph, says Kate has gone from a nervous bride 10 years ago at her wedding to learning the ropes of the royal family. She highlighted her role in being a mediator between Prince William and Harry as demonstrating her value to the royals. We have seen her really come into her own in the past year, I feel, since Harry and Meghan decided to leave the country and the workload fell on William and Kate's shoulders much more, Claudia said on Sky News' daily podcast. But they've stepped up, I think. We've seen them on Zoom calls, we've seen them doing visits, meeting people, talking about mental health, about issues that affect people in lockdown. I think she showed her true colors at Prince Philip's funeral when she acted as a peacemaker between William and Harry. Kate is the real deal. She's everything Meghan Markle is not. Classy, elegant, genuine, kind, caring, regal, and will make a fine queen. Meghan, on the other hand, has proved that she should never have been allowed to marry Dumbo without Dumbo resigning and handing back his title of prince. Therefore, they should never have been given the Duke and Duchess titles. Ms. Joseph said how Kate has taken her time and listened to the royals about her. They are a very close-knit family, and if you look at the way she has been gradually introduced into the royal family, she has obviously had conversations with Charles and Camilla, and with the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh, she said. They will explain to her how to behave like a royal. She hasn't really put a foot wrong since she's been married to William. She's taken her time, she's learned the ropes, and now she is blossoming. Meanwhile, why did Meghan say that she was denied mental health care when it is known that Princess Margaret, Princess Diana, Prince William, and Prince Harry were all in therapy, all okayed by the Queen? Well, now she is walking those remarks back. She now denies that she was ever suicidal. Meghan is actually trying to backpedal away from saying she was suicidal, but she did say it in the Oprah interview. Jason Knopf, the former communications secretary for Harry and Meghan, said that she was supported at all times during her tenure as a working royal. Any problem that Meg had, she only had to inform Mr. Knopf, and all would be taken care of for her. So why go to human resources when this was an issue for a counselor or a doctor? Good question. Meghan wasn't born yesterday. She knew emailing HR would be a dead end. As for informing Harry, it looked like she was trying to make her husband appear inept. Harry said that he was ashamed about his wife being suicidal, but it looked like he was set up by his wife in that interview. She squeezed his hand and looked at him while he babbled on about being ashamed. Why would Harry, who had years of counseling for depression and anxiety, be ashamed of Meghan needing help? Exactly. He wouldn't have been that ashamed. Harry could have kept Meghan's depression a closely guarded secret, as many people do, and still gotten her the help that she needed. Meghan knew by going to HR with her mental health problems that she was going to the wrong place and the wrong people. This was either another lie or Meghan did suffer from depression and wanted to keep a secret. Meghan would have been able to Google who to go to for depression, suicidal thoughts, and seen a psychiatrist who would be the best bet, and a suicidal person is seen immediately. They often go inpatient in a mental health facility to ensure that they do not follow through on their bad thoughts, and intensive therapy sessions along with learning techniques for dealing with crippling depression makes a patient like Meghan able to function in a healthy manner. She was pregnant, so most meds would have been out of the question, but counseling would have been a good thing. Some people doubt that she had mental health issues, but I'd say she would benefit from counseling. Lots of people go to therapy or use medicines to address their mental health issues, from anxiety to depression to personality disorders. So Meghan might discover a way to have healthy relationships with her family on both sides, and also with her in-laws. Wouldn't that be nice? She said what she wanted to say, speaking with great authority, not expecting people to fact-check her information. People have caught on that she lies. Very simply, she lies about small things and she lies about big things. She's losing credibility daily. None of the above is true. If she were indeed pregnant at the time that she felt suicidal, she could have spoken to her doctor about it. That's what normal people do. One more reason I don't believe she was pregnant: she is clever to always pick subjects that are extremely difficult to prove. Pregnancy, mental illness, suicidal thoughts, which is different from not wanting to live anymore. Feeling judged. The broader issues have been used her entire life in her filming days, and now all of a sudden she's bringing them back up. On the other hand, it seems that someone clued her in that those remarks about being mentally ill and suicidal had torpedoed any chance of her becoming a political power here, and that she best might become some minor elected position at a city or perhaps a county level. So now Meghan has changed her entire narrative because she is only interested in a federal level position, which could lead to becoming our president. Not a chance in hell, but someday very soon. At this point, she's backpedaling at a furious rate on most of the BS she spewed during the Oprah interview. Poor lamb, it apparently never occurred to her that Google still exists and that people would fact-check and then have the audacity to call her out on her lies. Poor Archie. Isn't a prince because he's different than others? Yeah, right. It's just the rules. Even Hollywood writers couldn't come up with anything as ludicrous as her constant nonsense if they were writing a campy comedy show. At first, it was funny watching her and, to some extent, JCMH's antics. Now, it's just painfully pathetic, and generally ignore it. Most of us wholeheartedly wish that the Queen would remove all of their titles, so they would lose what little drawing power they now have, and would then fade away into the private lives they purportedly desire. Sigh, one can hope. You see, she needs to be a victim. Not only had Harry had years of therapy and chaired a mental health charity, but he also had William helping him. She also was under the care of an OBGYN, and her mother is a social worker. So who does she sound like? To Harry, it's Diana revisited. To everyone else, it doesn't ring true. In my opinion, she went to HR because she knew they couldn't help her, and obviously saved the emails to add gravitas to claims that she knew were going to be disputed. It was a lie that the family told her that she couldn't access care. Being in the full beam of the spotlight as a senior royal would be a good enough reason to ask for counseling. She didn't even need to pretend to be suicidal. But after Oprah approached her before the wedding for an interview, which she had to refuse. This was always her plan. There were no misunderstandings in that interview, just lies. And not little white ones either. It's disappointing to see that many people believed her, but heartening that a lot of people didn't. Naturally, those of us that dispute her claims and don't believe her lies are heartless and hate-filled, according to the ones that do. And you, do you agree with these views in my video? If yes, please like and share it with everyone who will also love it like us. If not, please tell me your views and we can also talk about her together. Don't forget to subscribe to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel to not miss any new video from our team. Thank you for watching, good night, and see you in the next videos.